friends, and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to create this very adorable ghost flower. Well, it's not a ghost flower, it's a ghost holding a flower. And we're going to be using a Tunisian simple stitch for this tapestry. And we're going to chain 17. And once you have chained your 17 chains, we're going to turn our work onto the back side. And if you run your fingers through the back side, you feel little bumps, and we're going to work onto those bumps right there. Also, if you notice, I work with a longer crochet hook. You can get away with using your regular crochet hook for this smaller project, so don't worry about it. And we're going to be working onto those bumps. We're going to skip this very first bump. As you can see, we're going to go straight to the second bump. We're going to insert your hook onto that bump, yarn over and pull. If you have a little bit of a tighter tension, you'll have a hard time inserting your hook onto that bump and pulling up. So what I do recommend that you do is just undo your chains and make them a little bit looser. And we're going to do this all the way down our row. You should end up with 17 loops on your hook. And now that we have all of our 17 loops on our hook, we're going to do a return pass. So it's a unique thing for Tunisian simple stitch to go forwards, and we go backwards within one row. Just like knitting, we're just going to yarn over and we're going to pull through that very first loop on our hook. So we just pull, and that's going to count as our chain 1. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 of our loops. Again, before you yarn over, you have these 2 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2. Pull through 2 all the way down our row, and your row should look just like this. Now for our second row, I'm going to show you the repeat for the rest of this project. We are going to insert our hook onto that front post of our previous row, so this stitch always counts as 1. We're going to insert our hook onto that front loop of our previous row, yarn over and pull. We're going to do this one more time, inserting our hook onto that front loop, yarning over and pulling. Now we'll get to introduce a second color, and we're just going to do exactly the same thing, inserting our hook onto that front loop only, yarning over with our new color. In this case, it's going to be black. So we just continue to do this all the way down that row, except onto that very last stitch that's going to be this purple color. So now we're going to do that very last stitch, which is going to be a purple color. For this, as you can see, there is quite of a good gap between this purple part and this other purple part, so I'm just going to introduce a new cake of purple for this part of our tapestry, just because I don't want to create that needless weight. So we just insert our hook, yarn over, and we pull. And for our return pass, it's going to be great. So we just yarn over and we pull through that very first loop or last loop, whichever way you want to see it. We just pull. Remember, that's always our chain 1, and this is a new rule. So whenever you have 2 different color stitches on your hook, you always use that second color stitch to pull through. In our case, we have a purple stitch and we have a black stitch, and we have our working yarn being purple, right? So we're just going to drop our purple, we're going to pick up our black, we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through that very first or last to that very first purple and that very first black stitch. And again, we're just going to yarn over and pull through 2, pull through 2. Since it's a solid color, it doesn't matter. We just pull through black, all the way down until we reach that rule that we have here. Once again, if you have two different color stitches on your hook, you always use that second color stitch to pull through. Our working yarn is now black. We're just going to drop it. We're going to pick up our purple. We're going to yarn over, pull through that black and through that very first purple stitch. We're going to yarn over, pull through two, pull through two. And your row should look just like this. And this is actually where I leave the explanation. Everything that you need to know is within these two rows. You have your foundation, you have your color change, your color switch, your return pass. Everything that you need to know is within these two rows. Needless to say, I always leave the Pinterest pin that I'm following down below in the description, or you can always take a screenshot of the picture on screen.